Namaskar. You are watching Immortal Ayurveda Lifestyle. Hair loss and thinning is a worldwide problem and it is considered on large scale. Some medicines are made, they are available in the market. There is always high demand for those medicines in the market. In such a situation, a series of big industries are started to supply according to that demand. Having hair on the head, making it will structure in form of enhancing beauty. For this, the largest part of the market is the production of oil. If we think about it, in India, amla oil or maca oil are mainly used for hair. There are still some things. Applying oil to the hair is definitely beneficial, but it can be said that it is a local treatment. It is clear that local treatment is generally given more importance without considering that there are some events in the body behind it, and therefore today we are going to get information about what kind of treatment is necessary to consider beside local treatment. In Ayurveda, which is based on Indian philosophy, the right information about this is given in a definite form. First, we will see what is described in Ayurvedic science about why hair falls or turns white. Before that, one thing we should know is it all the teaching of Ayurveda science are divided into three types of state. They are called Three Sutra Ayurveda. In it, the motive, that is the cause of the disease or symptom, then the symptom or disease, and then third sutra is divided into context of the treatment. In today's treatment system, many times treatment is done without considering the motives because it is kind of difficult to find out the motives. But many times it happens that the motives comes and go, so the rest of treatment works without thinking about the motives. A very small example that I always give: if a rain today, you will have a cold after 2 days and the rain has stopped, the treatment method for it become easy. Now, according to the Ayurvedic science, let us consider the teachings that have been given about what are the reasons in the body why hair falls or turns white. It is said in the Ayurveda that the pitta goes to the root of the hairs, either their whiteness is created or they start to fall out. Now pitta goes to the root of the hair. Pitta means the fire element in the creation, representing the Agni Mahabhut, the great element. The thinking in the accordance with the fire element, pitta. So after the heat elements reaches the root of the hair becomes pure or its color changes, that is, it becomes white and or it is started to fall out. We have seen this many times before that the heat element in the creation is always the cause of any kind of change in the greatest extent, and therefore when this heat elements reaches the roots of the hair, there is a possibility of hair falling out of turning white or such effects are seen. This is pitta in the body, it is heat in its place, but the difference in that when the heat element reaches the root of the hair, this process takes place. Now when it reaches the root of the hair, it means that the pitta goes to the upper part of the body. Pitta is secreted into the small intestine and from there it helps the digestive process with its heat. After the considering pitta, a large amount of comes out through the anus along with feces, or it comes out through urine. But if it increases and it is goes to the root of the hair, then the process of hair loss will definitely increase. That is, we need to take care that pitta does not increase, and we have to determine how it will come out through the feces. And so while doing this process, we may notice that in the many of these patients, in the cases of patients who lost their or turn hair, they do not have a good tendency of defecate. When there is a tendency of defecate, the movement of pitta goes upward to some extent, and if it goes to the root of the hair, this disease or these symptoms are created. Therefore, clearing the tendency of the defecates is a good medicine for pitta, or it is also a part of medicine. We see that many people simply say, don't think too much, the hair will fall out or they turn grey. The increase in bile in the head due to the excessive thinking or anger helps their fall or turn white. It is generally accepted that the excessive thinking, anger and resentment cause pitta to release, especially if it is enters the head, which helps this process to happen faster. This means that the causes that contribute to these causes are constipation, anger and excessive anxiety. At the same time, it is necessary to consider the causes that increase pitta in the body. All these causes are hot, that is, hot food in our diet help increase pitta. It is necessary in some quantity, but the quantity is small in the diet. In this, especially spicy food and acidic foods and salty foods are the main foods. Currently, there has been a trend to consuming more sour, spicy and salty foods as favorite food. In this, mainly Chinese food are found in the more quantity, or food like pani puri are often found. Therefore, it can help increase pitta in the body, and even if there are more spicy, salty and spicy food in the diet, bile increases, and that is the reason described for pitta. So, for this disorder on symptoms, by considering the motives, that is the considering the causes and removing those causes, along with this making a plan that will clear the bowel movement, thinking about how the pitta will flow downwards instead of upwards to the root of the hair, and then using cold oils or some medicines or Provence oil that are beneficial for the hair while treating the local area can be very useful. So, for whom should we use amla oil or maca oil? Its limitations are certain, but at the same time, considering all these things and treating it according to the proper instructions, it is beneficial. So, it is necessary to consider what is right for us and what are our mistakes. Thank you very much. If you like it, share it, subscribe it. Thank you again.